Hi everybody, I'm Jason Bear and welcome to another edition of Conibear Enterprises Weekly Update. We're running a little bit late here. Part of the reason for that is because I've been lazy. We spent the last weekend visiting with dog mushers at something called the Montana Race the Sky Symposium, and it was a great event. Hugh Neff came down from Skagway, Alaska. He was a great speaker, had a lot of insight into stories. I mean, he had some incredible stories about moose and encounters on the trail and porcupine and wolverine and just what it's really like to be training up in Alaska. And he's one of the stars. I think he's one of the rising stars of the sport. And he's a fantastic public speaker, just completely fearless. He just gets in there and kind of like he'll go from telling stories about how he's training his dogs and just how he feeds and stuff to just telling stories in general about it. And just awesome guy. A lot of fun to be around. We really appreciate him coming down here to visit with us in our state. Another one was Jack Beckstrom gave a fantastic dissertation on nutrition. Some of that stuff is like over my head even, and he did a good job. And if you missed it, I tell you what, the guy is someone worth calling up and asking him about nutritional stuff. He's got a lot of knowledge kicking around in the brain. Rick Larson was a speaker, and he talked a lot about kennel management and checkpoint management. And as always, Rick is very informed and very professional in what he does. And I was a speaker there, and I pretty much just rambled on about just this and that and the other thing. So you guys that are our audience get to check up on what I write about all the time, so you didn't really miss much by not coming to see my part of the symposium because you're already informed. And I just want to tell you right now some of the things that we're going to be doing in the weeks ahead, the months ahead, is we're going to be switching a little bit more to a hands-on approach. I'm going to be talking a little more directly about the products we use, but I'm also going to show you things about our healthcare system and talking more explicitly about some of our training ideas coming up. So that's going to start next week. Things like basically our protocol for taking, I think the one we have planned for next week is our protocol for how we take care of a dog's ankle injury or sore ankles in a checkpoint, for example. So we're going to start getting into stuff like that. And we're really going to kind of repeat some of these things so people can look at them from different perspectives. So it's not just like one time you miss it, you're out. I want to keep on pounding certain healthcare things home. Okay, so I'll just have a little bit of time left, and just this is something that came up at the symposium. People were asking about how you keep your cooker from tipping over, and I forget who I asked, but I asked somebody, and they did the typical dog mushers. Well, I don't know, I look around for a couple race lath, and I break them off, and that's what I put my cooker on. Well, this is what I carry in my cooker. I don't know what the stuff's called, but basically it's something you would wrap a water heater in. And I carry this. So it's probably cost 10 cents. I carry this in the bottom of my cooker, so I pull my pot out. This is sitting under the pot. I put this down on the snow, put the cooker on top of it. You can actually see the rings right there, and the heat won't go through it. So as long as your cooker's level, in the first place, it won't kind of create that heat hole that it gets from use. So anyway, just a little offbeat kind of thing right there. We're going to be covering some of our technology, some of our techniques, and just basically what we do when we're at checkpoints more and more and more as these videos progress. So just want to remind you, not all good ideas have to be your own. You guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you somewhere down the trail.